full-time, but I know by law it is 48 hours. Students do not need to work without what they call the work permit, okay? But it's not a problem, because if you are a student, you already have a, as a continuation to the other videos I did about Switzerland, I'm going to be talking about some things that you need to know again about the scholarship, the jobs, and the employment opportunities. If you are new to the channel, my name is Milton. Thank you so much for joining. This is a series for Switzerland. I think you should have seen a lot of videos on this channel, how to apply schools to apply in Switzerland, the types of schools in Switzerland, visa application to Switzerland, and a whole lot of other things. Now let's continue. I want to just give you some tips, because I realize international students, they don't maybe pay attention to certain things, and some of us are afraid. If you want to apply for schools in Switzerland and you don't have the money, remember I talked about departmental scholarships in one of my videos, not this one, you might have watched that one, still on Switzerland. And I want to draw your attention to the fact that you can apply for this department scholarships only when you are in Switzerland, okay? But the two other scholarships I'm going to be talking about now, you can apply for them during your application stage, like during the process of you applying for schools in Switzerland. And in that video I also mentioned some of the schools that are open and you can try immediately. Remember, as a PhD student, you can get a full scholarship in Switzerland. And remember that if you are a PhD student, you can move with your family if you gain admissions and you are moving to Switzerland. Masters, no. Bachelors, no. All right, so that is what you need to know. And if you struggle and you win any of these scholarships, you can study in Switzerland for free. If you are new to the channel, guys, please subscribe below and like this video and encourage me so I know that you are actually watching me. Thank you so much. Where are you watching from? Please indicate below so that I can say hello to you. And the other two forms of scholarships, if you want to study in Switzerland, I'm looking at my jotter here. Information is fresh and I want to give you exactly the way it is. The other two forms of scholarships you can apply for include the university and the federal scholarships. Now, for the university scholarships, you can apply for them during the application process. All the details, all the information, you are going to find them on the school website. Remember, I said this scholarship, most of the time, Swiss nationals will not apply, and most of the time, international students don't even know that they do exist. So you can try your luck. Why not? You can try. It's not, there is no harm in trying, okay? So note that the university scholarships, you can apply for them and you can get them if you put in the work. And why not? If you try and you are rejected, there is no problem. There is no harm. You don't lose anything, so try. Then the other scholarships you could apply for during the application process for you to study in Switzerland are the federal scholarships. These are like the very heavy scholarships. They are like thousands of Swiss francs. This scholarship, if you gain a full scholarship year, it may run through like maybe 25,000 Swiss francs. That can cover everything for you. I hope you get the information, and all these details I'm giving you here, you are going to find the information on the school website. And the other video I mentioned, ETS Zurich, I talk about University of Basel, University of Bern. I even said if you want to apply for pharmacy, if you are in pharmacy, go to the University of Basel, because the top pharmaceutical industries, or let me say companies, are located in Basel, and Basel is known for pharmaceuticals. Then also understand that if you really want to graduate and work in Switzerland, you should try to learn the language. There are 4 languages in Switzerland, and depending on the canton you are, they speak Italian, they speak German, they speak English, and they speak French. So you have to understand, depending on the language on the canton you are, please try to learn the language of that particular canton. It's important, because after you graduate from school, it will help you secure a job as fast as possible. Yes, this is facts I'm telling you. And now also understand that when it comes to jobs, it is not a limitation. There is no limitation, okay? But first, let's take a look at how the jobs are distributed. Well, as a student in Switzerland, after you graduate from school, before the jobs now, after you graduate from school, you are given 6 months to look for a job in Switzerland. And if you do not find a job after these 6 months, then you have no choice than to exit the country. But trust me, there are jobs in this place and their pay is very good, very, very good. The only thing you need to know is to try to learn the language of that particular area in which you are. Then also remember, the jobs also depends on your skills. It also depends on other factors, maybe experience, but skills especially depending on what is available as of that time. So put this into consideration. And again, remember that if you attend a Swiss university or a Swiss higher institution, the opportunities you get at the end of the day when you graduate are almost similar to that of a Swiss national. Yeah, there are certain opportunities that you stand to gain, or certain things that you can do same way as a Swiss national if you attend school in Switzerland. And now the information you need for studies is, as an international student, there are student jobs you can do. Of course, there are student jobs. How long can you work as a student in Switzerland? Well, by law, you have to work 15 hours a week as a student in Switzerland, and during the holidays or vacation you can work 48 hours a week. It is pretty different compared to places like Canada, where students work 20 hours a week, and during the holiday period you work full time. But in Switzerland you can work only 48 hours during vacations. Well, you may even work full time, but I know by law it is 48 hours that you are going to work. And again, remember, still by law, we are talking now by law here. By law, students do not need to work without what they call the work permit, okay? But it's not a problem, because if you are a student, you already have a chance to work. So your employer is the one to get you the work permit, what they call the work permit, and it's not hard to get, guys. In as much as you're a student, you already cement your place in for your employer to get you this document, but your employer must get it for you. Maximum 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maximum, okay? They must get it for you to work as a student in Switzerland. And this is something, like I said, it's by law, but automatically some people will still work without that. Remember, in that other video I mentioned how much you need in your bank account, and it must be in your name if you want to move to Switzerland. The money to CFA France, if you're a Cameroonian watching me, is close to 14.2 million, I think 14.3 million CFA France. That's like 21,000 Swiss franc. All right, and the bank you are putting that money in must have a branch in Switzerland. I think EcoBank, GT Bank in Ghana and Nigeria, Societe Generale. Guys, if you're in Cameroon, check. For Cameroonians, check. Those of you who asked me before, check. This is pure jackpot information I'm giving you now, so it is now left for you to do your best and notice it. Now, for jobs for students, you can work in many fields. All right, as a student, if you want to work on campus, it's good to go. If you want to work off campus, then you are good to go. But on campus, you can work in the fields. All right, maybe you can do laboratory jobs. They are available depending also on the department, in the department or the department you are and the program you are studying. You can still do internship, paid internships, all right, through universities programs, and you can also work in the university depending on which area you are. And also external jobs, you can maybe find other jobs, important, like good jobs. The salary is not a small salary, guys. Switzerland is a very good country. Remember, the more you earn, the more you spend, okay? So don't say things are expensive. Calculate how much they are paying you as well. You could look at that. You may even work with organization, research bodies. Yeah, it's very important in universities. Like I said, the pay is good. It's an amazing country, good universities. But one thing international students face is the language barrier of a thing. But again, I want to draw your attention to the fact that if you put all this into consideration, do proper research, apply to a school that you know you can go to, then also check the scholarship options, apply to them. You never can tell before you know you can grab this scholarship. Yes, because the way you are scared is just that international students, they usually get scared of certain things. just apply. You never can tell. Even if you are rejected, it's not a big deal. Rejection is part of this game. All right, it is all about jackpot series. What if you gain is the scholarship? Maybe if you are scared to apply, before you know you apply and you gain the full scholarship, you will not need this $21,000 again to show in your bank account that you want to migrate to Switzerland. So as an international student, you are going to work. All right, 15 hours maximum. Please don't break the law, because if you go against the rule, the rule is going to hold you responsible. Then when you finish, you are going to get 6 months. But if you study something good, all right, then you study the language in Switzerland. They offer these languages I mentioned. It's free, like absolute free in your school. There are programs organizing this language for free. You just go there and you study. Then after you finish, you have 6 months to look for a job. If you study in Switzerland, within these 6 months, you are going to find a job if you can speak the language of that canton that you are. Because most of the time, Swiss companies, they hire employees from above, like they hire people from abroad to work with them. So why not of you who even studied in their country? So guys, put all this into consideration and see if you can drop an application to any of the schools which are open. Like I said, ETS Zurich is open now, and the other applied science universities, the federal schools, you can check them, because application is usually from the 1st of November to around the end of December. Okay, check them out and you drop an application. If you are watching me for the very first time, please like this video, please subscribe to our channel, and please, if you didn't know, my name is Milton Fonkwa. Thank you so much. Till we meet again in another one. Bye.